TitleMatchNetwork.com.
48 hours ago, the time difference in the travel speeding up 3 hours, that's got to play some part in this matchup at some point.
And has made it to that All Elite Wrestling roster, as you said, in the ring against Ruby Soho this past week on Dynamite. You've also seen her on Ring of Honor television. You've seen her tag teaming with Madison Rayne on AEW television. She has been in there with the heavy hitters. In fact, one of the hardest matches I've seen her in was a match against Queen Aminata on AEW Dark.
Absolutely.
So she definitely knows something about being in matches against hard hitters.
Well, I've been doing my research, Pete, and Skye Blue, impressive win-loss record in All Elite Wrestling. In her last 22 matches, she's won more than 50% of them, so can she continue the momentum here tonight?
And can she get her first win here at We Are Wrestling? And what a night, like I said, the first time you have ever seen an All Elite Wrestling roster member in the Bronx, New York. Thank you to everyone at All Elite Wrestling for making this happen, for allowing us to bring Skye Blue to the Bronx.
TK, if you're watching and or listening, thank you, my friend.
You know, this is what we talk about We Are Wrestling. We want We Are Wrestling to be a premier destination for wrestling, not only in the Bronx, but in New York City as well. You have some great companies running here in New York. Battle Club Pro, Invictus Pro Wrestling. And now We Are Wrestling, wanting to continue the legacy of premier, high-level professional wrestling in the New York City area, especially here in the Bronx. Only here in the Bronx are you going to see Skye Blue in We Are Wrestling.
Now, Pete, I got to ask you, for the viewers at home, is this match traditional mixed tag rules? Do the men wrestle the men and the women wrestle the women?
Listen, Skye Blue will gladly get in there against Lucas Chase, and you know Ruthless LaLa has no problem getting in there with Jarrett Diaz. They can do whatever the hell they want.
Well, there we see a tag. Lucas Chase wanting Skye Blue, and I guess it's not traditional rules here. Lucas Chase was doing a lot of talking online this past week.
Lucas Chase had a lot of unfinished business. So obviously talking about Anthony Gamble, but you know, he's got some business to handle of his own here against Skye and Jarrett.
And Lucas Chase stalling for whatever reason here.
Oh, he's got to do some calisthenics. That's what's happening right there.
Well, he should have done that in backstage, no? Maybe pre-match, not during the actual match. Skye Blue aggravated with the antics of Lucas Chase here.
Skye Blue lock it up with Lucas Chase. And listen, there's something to be said about the power advantage that Lucas is going to have over Skye Blue or Jarrett Diaz.
Absolutely. And as we saw back in November in that matchup that he had against Anthony Gamble, Lucas Chase is a brawler and a power wrestler. I don't think Skye Blue can match power with Lucas Chase.
No, definitely not going to match power with Lucas, but she can go in there and use her size and her speed to her advantage.
She tried that waist lock and was easily brushed off.
You know what's interesting? The trainer of Lucas Chase is also a member of the AEW roster.
That's right, Dustin Rhodes. And what a guy to learn from, Dustin Rhodes, especially with the lineage, the son of Dusty, the brother of Cody. All that wrestling experience. Decades.
Oh!
Skye Blue came out of the Matrix. I don't think he got in the hair, but she got an arm drag. Off the ropes goes Chase, but an easy shoulder tackle. Yeah, such a big man, all right.
But you can see that speed and agility of Skye Blue, you know, threw him for a loop for a bit there.
Absolutely. And Skye Blue now. Nice Hurricane Rana. And it's, even though he's from the Bronx, this crowd clearly doesn't like Lucas Chase.
No, not at all. They are showing love for Skye Blue here in the Bronx. And now a tag to Jarrett Diaz.
And we're very happy to have Skye Blue here as Jarrett Diaz went to the outside and Lucas Chase went to the inside.
And these two men very familiar with each other. Jarrett Diaz spent a lot of time wrestling in the Connecticut area, so very well acquainted with Lucas Chase. Power slam!
That power slam looked like it came out of the Dustin Rhodes playbook.
And now a tag to LaLa.
Somebody might get their head taken off, Pete, and I don't think it's going to be LaLa.
And you hear the crowd here in the Bronx. Chance of LaLa's gonna kill you.
And LaLa may have many championships in women's competition, but she can hold her own with the men just as well.
That's right. In fact, an incredible match with O'Shea Edwards just a couple of months ago at Bree Combination Wrestling, where she currently reigns as the women's champion. She also reigns as the women's champion at Pro Wrestling Magic, among other companies. But like you said, she's been in the ring with men. LaLa told the story before. Starting her career in Texas, all she was fighting would have meant.
I've heard stories about LaLa back in Texas. And wait, but a drop toe from Jarrett Diaz. Jarrett Diaz with an uppercut. He's in control.
And a couple of something else as well. And now Skye double team on LaLa.
Tandem tag team offense here.
Skye with the pin here, too.
Now, Pete, to your knowledge, because you have the facts, have either of these teams teamed up before prior to tonight?
Well, I know that Jarrett and Skye Blue have teamed up. Not officially, they have teamed up before in multiple areas. But we've seen Jarrett a long time. Oh my God! Skye Blue just took a spine buster on the floor in front of the crowd by Lucas Chase. And a crossbody akin to a three-car pileup on the cross Bronx, delivered by Ruthless LaLa. Cover here.
You know, on the way here tonight into the building, I got stuck on the Bruckner, and maybe that's why, because there was carnage like that on there. I think it's safe to say that Lucas Chase and Ruthless LaLa clearly have the power and strength advantage, as we see LaLa dump Jarrett Diaz like a sack of garbage almost on his head there.
And another senton there. You saw one by LaLa and now one by Chase. Skye Blue still on the outside after eating a vicious spine buster delivered by Lucas Chase. And listen, I know you see the padding around the ring, but this is a cement floor underneath here. It is not forgiving at all. 2 count only by Lucas Chase.
And then we see a tag to LaLa. LaLa's a dangerous woman. She's gathering a head of steam. Oh, what a kick!
You thought maybe a basement clothesline there.
That sent the headband of Jarrett Diaz right off out of the ring.
Skye Blue barely holding on, trying to drag herself up to that ring. You see her holding that back.
And as I mentioned, Ruby Soho, Saraya, and Tony Storm did a number on Skye Blue just 48 hours ago on AEW Dynamite. Mix that with that spine buster moments ago, and Skye Blue may not be 100% if she was even 100% coming into this match.
That's right. So again, there's that basement clothesline to Jarrett Diaz by Lucas. And Lucas and LaLa have firmly been in control here.
The entire match. You hear the crowd in the Bronx here.
Yeah, but they're not in the ring with Lucas.
No, and I wouldn't say that to his face either.
Oh, beautiful maneuver there by Jarrett, avoiding. Oh!
Nice drop kick.
Shotgun drop kick.
But that took everything out of Jarrett Diaz that he had left, maybe.
Looking for a tag to Skye Blue. There's one to LaLa. And now one to Skye.
And the ladies are getting it on.
LaLa blocked that lariat, but not able to block that clothesline. Covered by Skye Blue. And once again, Lucas Chase breaking up the cover.
Lucas Chase making his presence felt in this matchup here. And Lucas Chase, oh, he got the knee. Jarrett Diaz jumped in front of Skye Blue and may have saved her.
Super kick by Blue.
And now LaLa.
Black hole slam on Skye Blue. But oh, Dig Dog, good night.
And this thing breaking down like a clearance sale outside of New York and Company.
Listen, that is one way to avoid a lariat. Kick somebody in the face.
Absolutely. He tried to avoid that lariat by any means necessary, and all 4 competitors are down.
You'd have to think that the first pair to get to their feet will have the advantage. Lucas Chase slowly up to his knees. LaLa as well.
And all 4 seemingly getting up at the same time. Men exchanging blows with the women here.
And look at the forearm shots by Skye Blue.
Oh. It's
In
like
stereo.
I was just about to say that offense is in sync.
Oh!
My goodness!
Double lariat covered by Chase and LaLa!
And a double kick out by Jarrett Diaz and Skye Blue. And you gotta give credit to ref Steve DeMang. He was counting both balls at the same time.
And was able to see both kickouts. There are not many people I have seen kick out of a lariat by LaLa, let alone one that vicious from Lucas Chase.
Absolutely, and now here, Lucas Chase.
And you'd have to think that if Chase and LaLa got a victory here, they, very easily a notch on the resume to those people at AEW.
Absolutely. And what a win over Skye Blue would go a long way for these 2. I'm talking about Chase and LaLa. Wait a minute. A cold red. A cold red.
Cold blue.
Or cold blue, I'm sorry. 2, says ref Steve DeMang.
Cold blue by Skye Blue. Not enough. Dumping LaLa outside the ring.
And now here comes Jarrett Diaz, full head of steam off the ropes, over the top rope, and he flew!
Like a plane taking off from LaGuardia Airport.
And the stock in Arizona iced tea just went up 5 cents. Jarrett Diaz, he calls that the cross Bronx. It may be over.
1, 2.
It is Jarrett Diaz and Skye Blue win it.
Jarrett Diaz wanted so bad for his first win at We Are Wrestling to come in at Welcome to the Bronx Rumble right here in St. Helena's Parish, the same gym that he played in as a young child in elementary school.
TitleMatchNetwork.com